Alright. Ha! Nice find.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, and he's got a good picture for you. There.
I'm only on my iPad, so I'm only seeing the map.
Oh, you probably have to double.
If you
Oh, gotcha. Today we killed this character, tonight we killed him. Yeah.
Well, that's why I went and bought some new D20s for like, this guy here has been awesome for regular rolls, but for combat, he sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I got a ton of D20s, so I just swapped out for a small one.
for what it's worth, I think I've gotten I've gotten 2 hits, technically. The first hit was a 20 on the dude to sweep his legs out from under when he went to run away. The skank seller, and then the one that was 1 hit on the goblin or the gremlin. I forget which one it was. That's like the only 2 hits I've had.
It was a gremlin. It was the last of the 2 gremlins.
Yes, that's right. Oh, the ball shot.
Yeah.
The ball shot.
yes.
Oh, it's all coming back to him now. Now he's had a couple of drinks.
Well, the 2-week span, a lot happens in 2 weeks.
He needs to be back in the same mindset of which you're playing.
Yes, exactly. Good stuff.
Just decide what she's going to want to take out of that now. Of course. Have we gotten everyone? Because obviously Mr. Bo's camera's not working in the room.
Miranda Hun, are you
My
there?
camera's not working?
I'm good.
Is my camera not working?
No, yours is. You're good.
Yeah, you're there.
Mr. Bo, sorry, Darth.
I mean, it's pointing directly up your shorts, but yeah, it's working.
Yeah,
It's what?
yeah. Lucky wife. Well, as long as she likes walking like a cowgirl anyway.
Everything looks bigger on video.
No, that's called perspective, love.
Camera, yeah, just 10 pounds.
I'm sure not all of that goes on the cock.
My favorite thing to do with cameras is if you put a little mark on the tip of your finger.
Oh, right. I think I missed that.
Oh, if you get it up a little, close enough, the size of your thumb with the mark on the end looks just like.
Okay. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, yeah, and unfortunately, that is kind of the mental age of the game, isn't it?
Sometimes.
I say unfortunately, but yeah, I look forward to this game quite a lot.
I very much look forward to it. Very much look forward to it.
So everyone is here. You have just profited at someone's expense, you realised.
Yes. And how much? How much? That was 30 platinum?
30
platinum,
Yeah.
that's 300 gold pieces.
Yep.
Just to put it into,
And we had 10 platinum before, or
25.
25. You have 350 gold pieces worth of platinum.
wow.
It's a land of riches, this crater.
Yes.
55 platinum, 35 gold,
Deadly
no,
riches.
38 gold, excuse me, 38 gold,
Swallow your soul.
and 7 disgusting copper pieces.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you rinsed them off in the water with everything else. Okay, so Pard has parded off.
I don't think Miranda's. Oh, nope, she's back.
Yes, she's back. Yeah, she said she was back. So you are now free to move around the cavern at your leisure. You're correct in that if you go back to ask the golem for help, he will not leave his little cavern. He seems convinced that should he even move past the edges, the weaver, and it was the master, not the maker, just so you know.
Master, yes. I was doing it by memory.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just letting you know. I meant to tell you at the time, but then I forgot, and you were in mid-flow, so I didn't interrupt you.
Thank you.
But he won't move, so he's the final discussion. So you're right, he won't help. Even to move the crates to the edge of the door, he won't move his little box sanctuary. So as I said, it's going to take you, as a party, even using your unseen servant, if you were to use it, a good half a day to move the stuff up.
I've also got summon monster where I could do a horse or a pony or something like that.
You could do. How long does that last though?
Is it an hour, I think? Just double check.
Double check that, because I think...
Yeah, I'm double checking right now.
I don't think it's quite that long, because it's usually used in a combat and then vanishes, but I might be wrong. I can't quite remember how I used it. Double check that, but yes, you could do that. That would knock off maybe a couple of hours, so you could be done in 3 hours. However, and here's one being bastard, you have just cleared out an entire cave in almost one trip. You've only rested once. You had a massive battle just now. Various ones of you were wounded. You've used up your spells, or at least a few of them. I'm going to want fortitude saves to keep going. It's not very high to start with.
Yeah.
But if you then immediately want to set off, you're going to need to do another fortitude save to keep going.
What if we had a nap?
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking in.
I feel like we need a full rest, guys.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
I'd suggest, if we're going to sleep somewhere, maybe somewhere near the
Gold?
the golem.
The gold or the golem? That's two opposite sides of the cavern.
It is, isn't it? Well, we
Yeah,
need to bring the gold back, so we'll have to. Well, I mean, would we be able to, before we rested, maybe shuffle the gold into a different location?
Duration 2 rounds per level, by the way, on the summon monster.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh no,
Yeah.
excuse me, 1 round per level.
1 round per level, yep.
Yep,
Yeah,
1 round.
so it will knock off maybe. If
Yeah.
you use using that spell. Barely worth it, really.
Yeah.
So the answer to that is not without doing your fortitude save, because it's still moving, lugging big, heavy metal crates around to try and put it. You're in a fairly defensible location. Don't forget, no one knew this was here until you came in and slaughtered all
We're
this
back
out.
in a corner.
Well, not no one, because Silver Joe obviously knows, and he has a lot of.
This cave. The Silver Joe things. I'll make that quite clear.
Yeah, we need to rest. It's
on the edge of the. I need to get the map.
Oh, so that was near the
rest stop.
the rest stop. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't necessarily know about that. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, if we
There's the crater map, and what it is down here at number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Got Trader's Rest, and it's on the edge of this, around the side of like a stone outcrop that naturally harbours the rest. That's where you found them up.
Gotcha.
You followed goblin trails, hopefully you can see my mouse, just down a little way inside the crater, and about down here, down the rock face, you found the entrance to the cave, hidden behind some bushes and such. So the cave entrance the cave might partially come underneath here. You would think if that was the case, you'd see the massive hole in the sky, which was the well from above. So they don't quite marry out one above the other. However, of course, you have found 2 cave exits that have been either purposefully or otherwise caved in. So maybe originally the caves went back that far. Who's to say?
Who's to
No,
say?
they're not in the same place. At the moment, all you can tell for definite is that you know where it is. The goblins knew where it was. Specifically says knew, because there's no goblins left. And of course the golem knows where it is. But he's not telling anyone. So it's a fairly safe place to do it. Obviously, it's sensible to put up guards, no watches, so I can roll random encounters just for funsies.
Could we get the map back, the cave map back up?
Okay, back, yep. Where's it gone? It's not open on that.
I was gonna suggest that
Boom.
we reset the traps at 7, so that nobody could flank us, and post a guard on the bridge at between 6 and 9, the pool at 9, and the bridge at 6, but on the 13 side of 6, on the west side of 6. That'd be my suggestion.
Just remember, people can only come in through that bit up by number 1.
Yeah,
Anyone coming in has to come in from the big star.
Okay. So do we post a defensible up at number 1?
Makes sense.
yes.
You could just all sleep in number 1, or where you did before.
Oh, yeah, huh.
Yeah.
2. But if you're number 1, no one can get past you to the gold without you knowing about it, unless of course they tunnel in the back way.
Or invisible or whatever.
Or we're invisible, or any one of a number of creatures that I could use as a prevent that comment.
Yeah.
Blink
Yes.
blink dogs.
So
Yeah.
Dogs, yeah.
I think we're all in agreement that number 1 is fine. That we'll make camp there.
I only therefore need an order.
I will go first.
I'm going to be evil, and I'm going to make you roll your own d10 and tell me if you get a 1 to 3. If you get
A
4 or
D10.
above, I'm not interested. So this way, actually, I don't need to ask you what your order is until someone rolls underneath it. But of course, I think Darth should roll his giant d20 because that's been rolling 1s all night. So I think that's
Ha ha ha!
So a D10?
yeah. Because don't forget, you might get damaged and whatnot. Sorry, no, d20.
I
Oh,
got 10.
D20.
Oh, 20.
D20.
Oh, I rolled a 10. Sorry.
Oh, beg your pardon, that's probably me then, as you've all rolled it. No, 1d20 and it's a 1 to 3. It's not meant to be a very high chance.
I was gonna say
You got 6, that's
Got
good.
it 6.
11.
11.
5.
I did better on the 10.
Briar?
A 7.
7. No, you don't want to do particularly better or closer. If you got rolled a 1 to 3, that's random encounter and something would have attacked you. Right. Oh,
Ah.
I've got to roll for Rohisha, of course.
And Burtie.
Burtie.
Well, I'm having Rohisha take 30 to it, and then that's enough of you. It's 5 of you taking 2 hours each, means that everyone gets 8 hours rest. Which is why 5 is about a great party number, and 6 is just that icing on the cake in a D&D-esque kind of party. You can cover
Yeah, I
all
never thought about it that way.
That's assuming you do 2-hour ones, because of course you can have 8 party members and have 1 hour each and only have a 9-hour watch.
Yep.
And things like that. But it's we think how long some of our combats can last. 5 of us. 8 people all kind of going, oh sorry, what's going on? For whatever reason. So, luckily, you rest. I believe you went in fairly early in the morning, then did that, did an 8-hour rest, that would have taken you to then. And that. So it's actually going to be the early hours of the morning by the time you finish doing this. So by the time you get a nice early start, you get up, you have your trail rations, do your ablutions in the nice handy holy stream.
Learn our new spells.
Can I have another look at that statue?
Yes, but without the... You can now tell it's Pharasma. It's been with you long enough. It doesn't make you
Oh.
uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
But without identify, you won't be able to know what it is exactly.
Might I ask of the cleric Do you have the ability to cure this disgusting disease that I have?
Oh, did the sleep not cure that? Ah, yes, absolutely.
You've got cure disease.
What have I got? Oh, well.
That's a specific spell, cure disease.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Cure light wounds.
I guess I'll.
I actually,
But that does for
have
Was
cure
it,
moderate.
was it strength or constitution? No, it's dex. wasn't
It was Dex, yeah.
Oh, blimey. Yes, you need to lose another d4 dex.
Oh.
Again, work out what that does to your modifier.
Right. Luckily,
get my hit
the
point back.
Dex.
the web page I use.
It's a temporary -5 modifier to the dex, not to the to your modifier.
Damn it!
So
Oh, sorry.
it's, your dex is currently, so say your dex was 15, it's currently operating as if it was 10.
No, my
What
deck.
about Pharasma's pool?
Well, that is always an option, isn't it?
Uh,
Would-
One second. How you said I lost how much Dex?
4 this time, which is a total of 5.
All right, so that puts me actually at 6 Dex.
Wow.
Whoa.
You're having trouble walking and swinging your arms at the same time.
Guys, I don't know if I can move anything else.
Oh, breathing and moving is fine. It's not a tired thing. You just have no coordination.
Mm.
So the person that takes a step and is constantly stubbing their toe, tripping over rocks, dropping their sword,
Rolling dices.
Yeah, rolling dice onto floors. That's what you're like. You're not tired. You're just completely. You have no hand.
Drunk.
Can I use my intimidate skill on the disease and intimidate it out of him?
Unfortunately not. Although your cleric came up with a good thing that everyone ignored, so maybe you should be listening
Pharasma?
to the cleric. Well,
The well.
he misnamed it.
Ah, the well, yes.
The pool.
The pool.
Ah.
Yes, he misnamed it. He misnamed it the what did you call it?
The Pharasma's well, I think's what I called it.
Pool of Pharasma.
Yeah, so if we refill our canteens or our
Sarenrae and Pharasma.
All right, so I'll go take another sip of that pool.
You're taking another sip from number 9, or you're going to pool at number 11 and having a sip?
No, number 9, because I remember something
okay.
about the date or something like that. Season.
Right, so you take a sip of number 9 and you feel refreshed. Unfortunately, you've had a long rest and you've gained all your hit points. As before, this acts like a cure light wounds potion.
Hmm.
So it doesn't do anything for your disease.
Yeah.
Okay.
so maybe the pool.
Well, I will. Let me think. Does my
Now,
judgment?
the pool had if I remember correctly, the pool had a figure of Pharasma in the pool, right?
It has a figure of both Sarenrae and Pharasma. And there was more to it, but you didn't kind of stop to look at the murals or anything. Went in.
Oh.
It's pretty
Can we
mural.
take a look at the murals?
Yeah, let's take a look at the murals.
Okay. I'm going to need a knowledge religion.
Ah, I have that. Let's see here.
Not me.
Goodness, +3. Oh, goody. 15 plus 3 is
Ooh.
18.
18. 15 is a good amount. Okay. And what did you get, Inquisitor? If you have knowledge religion?
I forget if I do actually. I don't think I have religion.
I think you took nobility.
Yeah, I have nobility. I took nobility, nature, and dungeoneering.
No, that's fine. That's cool. So, cleric, this is a less popular story these days, as per the figurine we found earlier. There was an offshoot of the stories that used to say that both Pharasma, once upon a time, Pharasma and Sarenrae worked closely together, one being the goddess of life and death and rebirth and fortune, and the other one being healing and good and the like. And let's face it, the natural cycle must be good. So they worked quite closely. And it was through this that they designed the way that water should be the liquid of life, and wherever water would go, life would go, and wherever it was denied, death would follow. And in this way, Sarenrae and Pharasma shared the earth, and they moved backwards and forwards. And people that believed this would dedicate themselves by submerging themselves in sacred streams and pools, and dedicating themselves to both of the goddesses, so that in that moment, if they were unworthy, Pharasma might take them at that moment, enter their life back into the wheel, into the stream, and in this way they were proved worthy. As I said, it was never a favourable practice, but none of the worshippers have ever known to do anything wrong. There was no reason why. It's just the fact that they preferred the old view, the old picture of Pharasma with a half skeletal baby and half skeletal face, and a lot of the modern Sarenrae, considering she's become so prominent and almost leader of the pantheon in a lot of ways. They don't like to remember that at one point they were kind of beholden to Pharasma to keep going. So take away from that what you will, but that's the story that's painted on the murals and then carved into bone, so that you see the story of supplicants coming to Sarenrae and Sarenrae and Pharasma doing things with it, creating this life, creating the life, and then the supplicants coming, and then them being not held under the water, but the water being shown to them, and them holding themselves under, and then ascending. Some of them ascending, and some of them going forward, looking bigger than the ones before. And this procession goes down to the carvings on the pool.
Interesting.
And of course, now we've noticed the pool, you can see the fact that there is recesses in the bottom, as if someone might lie in them. You know, when you get them in spa pools where it's kind of curved to accommodate the body, and two little handles next to each of these, one kind of a feminine figure, one more masculine figure, carved out of the stone basin, and these little handles so someone might hold themselves underneath.
Anybody know what any of this means?
I'm just going to be nefarious briefly.
Yeah. So, what I can gather is that Sarenrae and Pharasma in the old religions worked together to create water as the liquid of life, and the followers would bring themselves to pools like these and hold themselves underwater for Pharasma to judge, where they would either be taken to the afterlife or move on in a stronger form. Oh, both goddesses, excuse me, not just Pharasma. Sarenrae and Pharasma will judge.
So does that, I mean, is it just get in the water? Because I follow the all-powerful Asmodeus.
You probably wouldn't fare well in the water, I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but...
Well, he brings law and order to such things in this life, and I don't see why they would care about any beggars.
There's one way to find out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting any better. I might as well try it.
Yeah, so sort of you clamber under the water and hold onto the handles.
Okay. Should I put my tush in the air and go face first, holding the handle? No, I'm not Burtie. Wait.
If you notice, there's actually indentions, then you're made to lie in them.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take off. Knowing what I know about the little bit of faith and whatnot, they at least cleanse and take off their shoes and lay all my armor down, and I'm gonna try to slide into one of these little alcoves.
Okay. Couple of questions.
Can I just start praying?
Okay.
I mean,
who are you praying to?
Oh, Pharasma, of course.
Okay. And what are you asking for?
Just guidance on the well, on the pool.
On the pool.
Can I ask a question about what I see in the mural? Like,
yep.
The people who are submerging themselves, are they alone? Or are they with other people?
There is only one person in the water underneath the goddesses.
Okay.
But there are more people in the water, but it's difficult to tell whether they're meant to be all together or whether it's meant to be a pictorial representation of how many people there were.
Like a baptism, almost?
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And the submerged people, how are they dressed?
They are wearing grey robes, sort of grey smocks, but they don't look afraid or anything. No shoes that you can see. But there's mainly just two questions I need to ask. Are you keeping your armour and weapons on?
I'm gonna put my weapons in like my studded leather to the side, and just like just like a leather, my other clothing type of stuff.
And are you keeping your holy symbol on?
Am I keeping my holy symbol on? Well, the holy symbol.
You have one, I believe, because you needed to cast your cleric spells. I think.
I didn't read anything. Well, I'll go back and look, but let's say I do. That would be probably. It's actually emblazoned on my armor, the symbol. Even from my description, I think I had it in there.
Okay. The problem with that is, as you go through the game, you will change your armor over and over again, and the holy symbol is meant to be like a blessed little artifact that you hold out in front of you when you cast your magic.
I know where it is. It's a little buckle at the front of my hat.
Yeah, so you've got like a band of leather that just holds it to your forehead.
Exactly.
Okay, so are you taking that off?
Yeah, I'm going to take that off and set it down, and as I get in, as I'm going to pray to Asmodeus, please let these women judge me fairly to cleanse my body of this disease.
Awesome. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, and then you submerge yourself.
And then I'm going to do my best to get under the water, yeah.
Okay. Thomas, don't you have a problem with being in contact with your goddess at the moment? You have like more difficulty or something? Or am I thinking of something else? You've not done anything that upset her lately. Okay, that's good.
No.
Good. I'm obviously misremembering the groups. Okay.
And by the way, my prayers is I'm intending to hold myself under.
Oh, are you?
So
okay,
so
we'll
I'm
hold that in a second.
Yeah.
Right. So the moment that you
Oh, jeez.
the moment that you submerge, Gabbi,
Yes.
you hold yourself under. Your lungs begin to burn almost immediately the moment that your tip of your nose enters. And you see your face reflected on the water in front of you, and you look back at yourself. But you seem unable to let yourself push back towards the air.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm stuck.
Yeah. Reflected in the water behind you, you see two faces. three faces, let's go with.
Oh.
One is half, almost motherly, half skeletal.
Pharasma?
One is the young face of Sarenrae that you've come to know, splashed all over the place like so much gloss these days. And then one further back, a bit smaller and more ghostly, is the stern visage of Asmodeus that you know and love and worship. He is neither approving nor disproving, so he's just there.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's right up his alley.
The two women, however, are smirking at you. And you get a sense of amusement. When they communicate, it's not words, it's just sort of feelings. And it's kind of a sense of, amused incredulousness that you would refer to them as women.
Oh, damn it.
Being that they are goddesses. You get a sense that Asmodeus may own you, but you're reminded that all mortals are just pawns in the game of the gods, whichever happens to touch them at that point. And then you feel fingers, feminine fingers, on both your shoulders, and then you're breaching forwards on top of the water. As you breach the surface, you take a deep breath. Everyone else, he's been gone for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So the gasp of breath you take is huge, and you can feel the real burning in your lungs. You know instinctively, although you've been let go from death, because Asmodeus was there, it wasn't their domain to take you at this point. You still feel that slight pressure on your shoulders for long moments after you breach the water. So you can take from that what you will. But regain all your dex, your disease is gone, any hit points you'd lost from stubbing your toes, you have regained. Yeah.
Awesome.
You get out.
Asmodeus, thank you.
He
I have
says
passed the test.
Okay. Tonus, you're apparently
Yes.
doing this for no other reason than to worship Pharasma. Just Pharasma, or are you including Sarenrae at all?
Just Pharasma.
Just Pharasma. Okay, I'm going to give you a choice of dice.
So-
Do you want rainbow, green, or purple?
Oh, purple.
One I can't see. It's not starting well for you. Oh,
Yes.
it's in my hand. Shut up.
Totally not.
Can't see it because it's in my hand.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Roll a 13. That's not bad. Add that.
And I'm keeping my...
Obviously, yeah. I didn't think that you would take yours off. It was his I was interested in. Okay. Remind me of your will save. Just the number, the total.
6.
6. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, cool. So,
Plus 2 for fear.
yeah, that's fine. It's not that. Again, you pull yourself under the water. Unlike the last one, you are now standing in that familiar purple haze from just after you died. There's the swirling of the fog, and Pharasma approaches you again, and you kind of look, realise that the mist has parted at your feet, and you're standing on nothing, but you're looking down at your body under the water with this ragtag group of adventurers, these wannabe Pathfinder guild members, these miniature paladins with visions of grandeur. And all she says is, "It's interesting company you keep, my cleric."
What I do for you, my goddess.
for me, and not for personal gain. The smile she gives you is, you know that when you used to, I assume, when you used to say to your mum something that wasn't quite true and she knew you were pandering and she'd give you that knowing smile, that kind of, I know what you're doing, but I'll let you get away with it this time. She gives you that smile. And you have, of course, that sense that you're all Pharasma's children in the end. You come to her, she nurses you and then returns you back to life, so it's that kind of feeling. She gives you that smile, and then she says, you are doing interesting things with this second wind I've given you, and soon you're mortal, you wouldn't call it interesting. Soon you will have a hand in a decision that could have near cataclysmic events. Well, repercussions, yes, repercussions. In now and later. She smiles, well, she's always smiling on one side of her face, of course, with it being bone. Don't forget that. But her one good eye is quite warm as her half lips smile up at you.
Can you give me any advice? Speaking to her, of course.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what she would actually given the options.
Well played, Miranda. Except for it's too wide. It needs a split down the middle.
No, nice. Don't put up a picture of Two-Face.
Ah, you got me. She says, remember my visage. There is no black and white. I am not beautiful or hideous. It's all a matter of perspective. I approve of what you're doing with your new gift. Remember to keep spreading my word, but also, and here she kind of looks over her shoulder and you see the mist clear and the blonde, white-robed face and body of Sarenrae just kind of smiles at you, and then the purple fog kind of slinks back in and covers her up. Remember, in worshipping me, you don't... Yes, much more like that. You don't need to disrespect my sister or any of my other relatives.
Okay.
And then... Because for whatever reason, she's apparently jealous. And then she goes, have been on for a long time. That's bad for you, mortals. And then to come to me. And then she offers sort of a handout. Unless you do want to come back to me for another turn.
I think I still have much to do.
Okay. She smiles and sort of retracts the skeletal hand. And you're bursting from the water. Gain +1 to wisdom.
Wow!
Plus
Nice.
1 to wisdom?
Well done.
You come back, you had a sense that, you know how everyone says there's a near-death experience in this thing. You've just had 2, except that the second one, unlike the first, you had the choice. Coming away from that, it's put everything in a whole new perspective. That's wisdom.
Well played.
You get out, and there's a sense of holiness about the place that you didn't quite feel before, and with your clerical sense, you can feel Pharasma's energy. You can now kind of more feel the softening of the edges where it isn't in the room, and the other kind of deific power that pushes back against it. It's not pushing there intermingled. You guess what you want from that.
Sarenrae.
So I'm gonna notice.
Telling just this room, I should point out. Once you step outside the secret entrance back into the main cavern, it dissipates. It's not there. It's only in this room you feel that sense of intermingling power of the two goddesses working together.
Interesting.
And what?
So as I see, oh, go ahead.
What do the rest of us witness and feel? And
Again, he's under the water for nearly 2 minutes, and then he
right.
just burst through. Unfortunately, none of you do. Oh, for God's sake, I've forgotten the name now. A specific type of magic that they do. Brain's died.
Holy,
Divine. Thank you. Maria.
Divine.
Divine.
We're all arcane spellcasters, so we don't have anything you really feel. There's a sense of awe to the air.
do I feel anything different when he comes out of the water in the room?
No, you sense the same kind of
Event happen?
I suppose you might feel a pulse of power, but you're not attuned to her or Sarenrae, so it's just a pulse of
So I know something happened.
divine energy. There we
Yes,
go.
there you-
At the last second, and it kind of seemed to slowly build the longer he was under the water, and then it pulsed, and he came up and suddenly breathed.
So once he's kind of gathered himself, I'm gonna say, so Asmodeus was there with you as well?
Didn't see Asmodeus, but I did see Pharasma and Sarenrae.
Oh, that's too bad. Then you have clearly missed out.
Hey, who in our party was carrying that statue?
I
It-
don't know. Whoever
It was Burtie was carrying the loot, I thought.
Ah, right. So Burtie is carrying the statue for
Because I'd like to ask Burtie for that statue if he doesn't mind.
I'm sure Burtie would give it back to you if you didn't seem overly attached to it, assuming the rest of the party agrees with that.
That's fine with me.
It's just some old woman. He can have it.
Okay. So the moment you actually touch it, you feel a strengthening of your natural powers, and that you feel that whilst holding this, you could probably channel. Just need to double check because I wrote it down as stats. Because this is the thing, you've refused to touch it until this point.
Right, because sight.
You were afraid of it, yeah.
The small black-veined white onyx idol, 6 inches tall, depicts Pharasma holding an infant that is whole flesh and half skeletal. Any samurai? Yes, that's what I do. You feel that you can do. You could probably channel healing twice more a day. So you could probably cast Cure Light Wounds twice more a day.
Wow.
And that is per day, not per long rest. So that's every 24 hours. So it's effectively 8. But only, I should say, no one else that holds it gets the same feeling, even if you hand it over to the Inquisitor.
Okay. Yes, I think I will hang on to that.
It's almost as if it was made for you.
Almost.
If you put it in your pouch, the feeling goes away. It's only when you hold it.
When I hold it.
So it's an idol. So it's an idol almost, yeah. Awesome. That was fun. The other two were falling asleep, but yeah, that's fun.
No, I mean I'm interested in hearing your stories about what happened.
Oh.
Because
So-
you seem completely refreshed and energized. Where you're stumbling and rolling
And then they were
ones
talking
on
about
dice.
seeing- And then they were talking about seeing gods and goddesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm really quite interested because I know my grandfather was pretty religious, but since his death, I've become kind of a lapsed believer out of anger. So I'm really noticing, like these two holy men.
Perhaps you would
You know,
like to sum that up in character, your interest, so that they actually pay attention.
Yeah, I just wonder what you saw, what you felt, and I tell them, my story and my, I would never have believed that this would have worked.
That doesn't surprise me. From where you came from, you probably didn't have beliefs such as this that would take us and allow us to transcend and be at the helm of to be judged by gods, especially the great Asmodeus.
Don't assume what I believe. My grandfather was a believer, and I am angry with the gods for taking him, and I just
someday when we are done with this, perhaps I can take you north to my home and I can show you the way and bring you back in so that you no longer need to fear the faith.
Opposing death clerics both want you to come to them.
and I want to hear Tonus. I want to hear Tonus's story.
Yes.
Because I would not have believed.
Gulp your coffee, gulp your coffee.
This is a divine place. I was able to visit and commune with my goddess. She gave me advice about what we may face going forward. Apparently we may have some large decisions to make, and they may not be quite as cut and dry as we would like. She also informed me that I need not only worship her, but her sisters as well, to include Sarenrae, as they were
She said you don't have to insult her brothers and sisters to worship her. So it's the sort of thing when, if you're in a place that's holy to both, she won't mind if you pray to both of them. Not that you should pray to all of them all the time, because you're her cleric.
Oh yeah.
She's not that ungenerous.
She's saying don't be a bigot.
Don't be a dick. Goddess turns up, don't be a dick, and then just vanishes.
He puts up a skeletal bone finger,
And remember, my cleric, it is always balls out and Burtie deep.
Balls out for Burtie.
I've been waiting for when you're gonna actually use it again.
Not for Burtie. Definitely not for Burtie. Never for him. We can use him as a verb.
Oh, this isn't like dicks up for Harambe, I guess.
No. Oh, look, he's here.
Speak of the devil!
We have just used the line balls out and Burtie.
Literally.
Do tell.
10 seconds ago.
Oh my god. So what's happened? What's happened, dudes?
Oh, goodness.
We saved the cat.
Yes.
And the cat got us 30 platinum pieces.
If you scroll up in the chat, there's a picture of a pink and purple cat thing. It's hard, and they saved it.
Yeah.
We went back to your favorite pool and tossed you in.
So
you saw wondrous things before you died.
So I can
skipped you across the water.
Anyway, Burtie, how's the rash?
Yeah.
I can try to sum up if you want to. Not this time. No. So we started searching around in the furs and the loot, and we got a good amount of loot. What was it? It was a leather wrist. Yeah.
Oh no, that was in the gold.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we
found a pair of leather wrist guards, which are the braces of defense, +1. We found a bottle of clear liquid, which turned out to be universal solvent, and it was noted that it's particularly good at dissolving mimic glue. So take what you will from that. We also found a small clay jar of pale gray dust, kind of a sandy dust, which had an aura of faint transmutation. Turned out to be dust of tracelessness. We have about enough to cover us for approximately a mile. That will cover our tracks.
Cover your tracks, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a mile if you're through and don't mind the odd footprint or something getting through, or about 2/3 of that if you want to be really sure.
We found 38 gold pieces, and then of course we found the chests emblazoned with the what's the always autumn? Yes, with the always autumn. So we found all of their gold.
One of which was broken.
Yes, one of which is broken. And in an unmarked sack, there we located 25 platinum pieces, and deeming ourselves absolutely disgusting, digging through the feces and other bodily fluids covered.
Oh, come on.
Furs.
It's goblin feces.
Oh yes, goblin feces
And goblin underwear and
bodily fluids.
Think of it as fertilizer.
Yes,
Well,
we
that's what they
found
are now.
7 top pieces.
and I got diseased.
Yes.
Yes.
I literally picked up an STD from rolling around in the shit of goblins.
His penis got diseases from the goblin tribe.
Yep.
It's not like that. I was just rummaging in a pile of stuff.
So once we were done rummaging
There
through
was
that,
no intercourse.
we found that there was another room that went down into where number 14 is. If you make the map a little larger, in there it looked like there was a pseudo arena almost, where they had a bunch of caged animal, or had caged animals, a larger cage in the center, and then between 14 and 15 were some rusted but just not very good metallic bars or iron bars that made a makeshift jail. And we found, thanks to Mrs. Briar, a bunch of runes that were in front of magical runes. And while I was trying to teach the wizard how to read magic properly when it's in a runic form,
You mean the sorcerer?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. I didn't think you'd be able to discern between the two. I mean, the runes are so close.
You need to do it right.
So the sorcerer. Anyway.
Yeah, apparently our pixie was casting a shadow. Our sorcerer had difficulty seeing that.
Yes. So meanwhile, the pixie disarmed it in this cat, which is the picture, called a pard. Not to be
Out of bard.
not to be misconstrued as a bard. And this thing's very colorful, very
off unnecessarily.
yeah, very colorful, very fast, and it projects feelings onto you, and it basically gave us a, thanks for letting me out of this place, follow me feeling. We followed it, and what did we find, Mr. Tanith?
We found, well, before we followed it out, we checked on the rockfall, which is coming just to the west of Kane there. And Rohisia located for us a magic ring, which is
a ring.
No,
it was glowing.
It was magic.
Oh, you're right.
But we don't know what kind of magic. And then we followed the pard out, and the pard took us to up by the well, if you'll remember, with the traveler's rest stop area before we came down into the caves.
So is this the case that Rohisia discovered Burtie's magic ring?
No.
Only if Burtie came here earlier and got squished, because it was on missed out there. She found a magic ring on bones
Oh, judgment
Yeah.
from someone who's been crushed.
Shucks.
Yeah, and yet no one's actually done detect magic on it or anything like that.
Well, I assume that it was the one thing that was glowing.
It is
Magical.
it's glowing,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
no one rolled knowledge arcana to find out what
Yes.
the
Oh, that's that. Well, because that's about when I
Stubbed his
my
toe.
internet went down. No, I never rolled because my
Oh, would you like to do?
I went
knowledge
away
arcana
'cause-
roll then?
yeah, I didn't know you guys did a knowledge arcana
Go for
or
it.
that it was requested.
Are
No.
you sure you're not going to stub your toe again?
Yeah.
Well, by the
bang
way,
your head or something.
I changed dice because I've been rolling ones on the big dice.
3 1 so far today.
Yeah,
Good dice.
3 1s.
Bertie will see if his stroke is not
Okay,
on
knowledge
top.
arcana. I have a plus 8. I rolled a 13 plus 8 is 21.
Okay, it is, ironically enough, a ring of shaped stone.
Oh, shake stone.
Shaped stone, as per the spell. Once per day, we'll do the shaped stone spell, as per the base caster of the spell. Shaped stone, yep, that's right. I believe it's still a spell in this one.
Well,
You
yeah.
want me to change the shape of stone? No, thank you. I'll leave that to the wizard
Wait.
guy.
We gotta look at that, actually.
Sorry, I should have just said it's got transmutation. But never mind, now you know what it is.
Not my kind of bag.
And it's once per day. It's once per 24 hours.
I'll leave that to you boffins.
Okay.
And what can it do?
It's shaped stone as per the spell once per day.
All
If
right.
we were talking about shaping wood, that would be something
Obviously,
else.
they got crushed. And a very quick thing because you know.
So would that be useful to a sorcerer or to a cleric or to a who?
anyone.
Anybody?
It's,
Okay.
But
I'm kind of betting it's going to be useful to the rock falls.
You're still going to need someone with identify to tell you what the command
Bonuses are, yeah, and the command word, yeah.
All magical items require a command word to use, and that's where the identify comes in.
Where does is that a specific spell?
Yep.
We need to get that spell.
All right.
Seriously.
So,
Metagaming. We need to get that spell.
Oh, we haven't told him the big news yet, have we?
This
oh no,
is
I haven't gotten there yet. So we found.
No. Before we all started, the 900 XP.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
Oh no, he saw that.
Level up.
we did see that.
that I saw. I'm going to level up over the weekend. Leveling up a swashbuckler, a halfling swashbuckler, will be a special experience.
Mhm. So after we followed the part out, it dug up out by the little alcove another 30 platinum pieces and a note that
And a note.
that leads us to
Share. It was SJ's share, next shipment with the weapons.
in
We're assuming SJ being Silver Joe.
who was the dwarven leader of the what was it the
Tank
not
dealers.
yes the
So
skinkiest.
that's not another 30 gold, 30 platinum pieces. That's a grand total of 55 platinum pieces. There's two people who said about the 30 platinum, and I don't want, in case you're doing group loop checking, for you to write it down twice, because I know what you sneaky players are.
No, it was 25 inside and 30 outside, so 55 total. Yeah. Well,
Making a
then,
total of 358.
yeah, because I could barely
Hello.
move. Whoa, hello.
Hey!
Extreme close up.
Hey, by the way,
Um,
everybody hears a lot of little explosions from my microphone. No, we're not having another shooting over here, I promise. It's Memorial Day and they're shooting off fireworks.
Okay.
It's not just you eating pop rocks then.
So the best news is that even though I got disease, we decided, thanks to Miss Briar,
Modern medicine.
as a suggestion, to go back and take a look at that pool that Burtie got his balls burnt in.
Actually, Mr. Talbot's idea, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
I thought it was Briar. So
Asmodeus clouds his brain.
I dunked myself in it, and after Tunis went through and realized after reading all of the what were they, tapestries and stuff, and etchings.
Yeah, so I reviewed the tapestries, and what I found was that the pool, the murals. You're right. The pool was there for the followers of Pharasma and Sarenrae together. In the early religions, they worked together to create the waters of life, and thus...
That's where I went wrong. I should have dive bombed with the follower of someone else.
But these people worshipped both equally. So
Like
they were two separate worshippers coming together. They just worshipped both goddesses equally.
So as I dunked myself,
they weren't popular for doing so.
Yeah, the hybrid wasn't a popular religion, huh? Abomination. Well, as I dunked myself, I prayed to Asmodeus, my god, to allow me to be judged faithfully by the women, which they casually made a joke of.
I thought a gun had gone off and made you jump.
No, I dropped my dice, and when I reached down to grab it, I hit the little table thing I'm using.
Because the thing shook, and you went like that. I thought a gun had gone off and you jumped, and that's why I was giggling.
I don't live that near a school, okay?
Ow.
Too soon, a little too soon.
No,
Yeah.
you need to send that one into it's Jimmy Carr. That would go perfectly with Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Have you guys seen Jimmy Carr? Does he translate across the pond?
One of his specials is actually recorded over in the US.
You guys should do a Google search for Jimmy Carr.
No, you shouldn't. Don't believe anything they say about him.
He's what is he, dry? Would we describe him as dry?
Dry? Oh my god, he's got a black sense of humour. As in, like, really
Perfect.
Oh, yes, I have seen some of his show, actually. Where he has the entertainers
he's on Netflix,
with him.
I believe. Yeah, he's on Netflix as well, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
So after I get...
He laughs on the in draw.
So after I got healed, back to trying to catch you up. After I got healed and the disease was gone, Mr. Tonus went underneath, and I'll let him tell you what happened after that, because lucky dog.
Oh, yes. So I prayed to my goddess and into the water and held myself below, and was able to commune directly with my goddess Pharasma. She spoke to me of the future, where we will have some decisions to make, which may not be quite as black or white, and that she's okay with me also worshipping Sarenrae, or at least not dissing Sarenrae. And then she gave me some more wisdom, +1. And then upon coming out of the pool, I did take the statue you were carrying, Burtie. While you were away, you were kind enough to hand that over. Thank you.
Idol.
The idol, yes, the idol of Pharasma. And now that I'm no longer scared of it, I found that by holding the idol, that I can actually perform healing twice more per day.
Whoa, that's nice.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to hang on to that.
Yeah, given a session or two before this one, I was almost swallowed by a lizard. Yeah, I'm okay with that, actually. Although this does bring me onto a poshment. Poshment, you seem to know what's going on here. The princess. No sign of the princess that we're supposed to be rescuing. What? Do you think she's been relocated? I fear she may have some foul thing may have befallen her.
So I missed that if I was meant to be.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm asking Poshman about this princess we're supposed to be rescuing.
she's under the rugs.
Oh yes, they're talking about.
She's in the pool.
The lovely rugs that are here. Red bit is all nice and rocky. Yeah, red creature rugs covered in this kind of sticky brownness. But you're sure that will come off if you
Filth.
Yeah,
well,
I saw.
there's definitely a pungent scent as you get closer to them.
I signed up to this caper to rescue a princess and take the loot. No princess, no loot. What's gone on? Maybe she's in danger.
No
What do you
loot.
mean no loot?
You've got 550 gold pieces worth.
Well, yeah. Small change.
588 gold pieces.
Oh,
Because there were the 38 gold pieces previously.
don't forget about my share.
And we have to pay for our Cinderellas too.
You do have to pay for some of this. Oh dear, the Inquisitor is considering killing her for Ahesia again rather than paying her. I can see the glint in his eyes.
Over my dead body.
Well, she's not exactly part of the law, and
Hey,
I am a little evil, so it gets
Have you
us.
done anything against the law in front of you that you've seen? Yeah.
I may not be that religious, dude, but she's fit.
She's fit. She stabbed that gremlin in the back. No. Alright. So, that catches you up to where we were.
Yeah, I'm up to speed, man.
And we were just considering taking a nice rest up in the area 1 on the map there.
I thought we did take a rest. No, we took.
Can we have a perception roll from everyone but the person who knows what I'm talking about?
Oh shit, I've left my dice elsewhere.
And then
19. Plus
I will be right back.
perception. 19 plus. Come on, where you at? Go. There we go. 19 plus 6, 25.
oh, okay, I just have that.
Oh, somebody got me beat.
Wow,
I got
that's a
in
high
there.
perception. How on earth have you got a perception of 11?
The Inquisitor, I took the,
Oh yes, yeah.
what was it, I forget the skill here, hold on. So I have alertness plus, where's the other one? There's another one here. Keen senses gives a +2 as well to perception.
That's pretty cool.
And then I put in, I put in 1 plus I have a wisdom of 3.
That's good. I'll need to know your passive perception. Okay, so those of you, I think, with 15 or above, because he's not particularly quiet, will notice that while you're discussing with Poshman what's going on and catching up Enchantment Point, Poshman divests himself of his weapons and shoes and gets in the pool and holds himself under.
Oh.
Poshman, you pull yourself under the water, and you're standing on a hill that overlooks your village. It's a lovely sunny day, there's a few white clouds in the sky, the wind blows across you and it keeps you from getting too hot. And then a blonde woman in a white gown steps up next to you on one side. And she smiles at you and says, "Why so sad, child?"
I miss him. I miss my grandfather.
We all do need to do things that we would rather didn't, why we didn't, from times. They take us away from our grandparents. They take us away from our family. Don't worry, child. You'll see him again anyway.
I hope so. I don't know what else to say. Posh is overcome.
Yeah.
He has no words.
On the other side of you then steps forward, and where her skeletal foot touches, the grass blackens and twists. Where her bare flesh foot touches, small wildflowers sprout out. And you've seen her enough now, and heard enough from the cleric to notice Pharasma. You don't need to cry, Poshment. You don't understand. Your grandfather isn't here with me. And then you come out of the water.
Wow.
Okay.
Gramps
so you
is
have
no
a
longer.
massive breathing. Everyone else, you get to see him as he goes under the water. Again, he's down there for a good 2 minutes, and then he bursts forward, desperately, gasping a breath.
Can we feel the divine feeling like
again,
before?
Yes, yeah, those of you with the ability to cast divine magic feel the pulse again, just before he comes out through the water. So it builds slowly over those 2 minutes and then pulses, and then he comes out, which is exactly the same, not necessarily to the second, but near enough exactly the same as happened to the other two. And you've both now seen it twice, because of course you can't see your own one.
Right.
You can see, you've seen 2 others.
Right. So
Posh, did you get to see Pharasma?
I assume that he probably got to see Asmodeus. Why would he go in there for her?
It's
I-
her world.
Friends, I really must think on what I saw before I share. I'm beyond words. And Posh is openly crying.
Oh, there, my son. Asmodeus will show you the way.
I just give him a hug.
So let me get this straight. The way to get the blessing in this place is not to strip off?
How does that surprise you?
No one bothered to check the murals or anything, and the fact is that everyone went under the water in grey robes. So, yeah.
It's called respect.
You know what? This is
Respect.
This has turned into a Marvel film.
It really has.
The Marvel films can no longer do the really deep moments without a gag at the end. So we had the really deep moment, the whole party coming together. The whole party coming together. I'm sure Briar's kind of looking on, kind of going, "Oh, these giants, you know, they're not so bad after all." And then one of them in the back just makes this quip that the whole moment just shatters. Just in time. Well done, Alex. Just in time.
If ever Burtie had a job, that would be it.
He wins.
Yes. Burtie, moment killer.
All right.
Well, that's where I gotta stop, guys. It was a great session.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
that's a good place to stop, yeah.
Are we going to go ahead and crash out and do our sand watch and all that in Area 1 so that when we come back we're rested and ready to go?
I thought we did that.
We did rest.
You've already done the long rest.
Oh, did we already?
Yeah.
We did the rest.
And then you came to the pool because you were kind of.
Yeah.
I believe the hope was that, like the poison, the disease would work its way out overnight.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then you went to the pool and you tried number 9 first, and then you went to 11, and then everyone started getting visions. And let's just hope it's not hallucinating spores or something. But anyway, so yes, that's good. I think everyone did well.
That was fun.
Questions? Didn't expect you to still be in the caverns at the end of the session.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
thought we'd be. That's cool.
That gives me time to work on the new faction and how it's going to interplay and when it's going to introduce itself to you. Thank you for playing. I hope you.
That was fun, guys.
Well, thank you. Lee.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again.
That was
are we,
enjoyable.
Are we okay to level up for next session?
Yeah, everyone else has already leveled up.
Cool.
So our next game is on Friday the 8th. Unless anyone has a reason not to, of June.
No. And you're gonna give XP next time, or do you already have it calculated?
There's no point again. Remember, what I will do is I will save up until it's a worthwhile chunk.
Sounds good.
There's no point giving it to you in dribs and drabs, because then you're sitting there going, "Oh, I only got 80 XP this game," because that game you spent most of it running around getting information, and I haven't given you the XP for that because that's what the end of plot XP is for.
Right.
Like you've all got 900 XP this time because you killed the things. You've effectively solved the plot. You know where the gold went. That's it. End of plot. Nothing left to do but take gold back and gain your reward. So to speak.
Gotcha. I did note down the 50.
Yep, that's fine. That's the only, as per everything, exception to the rule. I will give out bonus XP like that now and then, and you write that down straight away because I won't keep track of that because that doesn't get divvied up. Whereas you've done the pod, which is worth X amount of XP.
Right.
As much XP because of course you get monetary reward from that one. And so on and so forth, and you've found every secret that's in the cavern, and I like to award a bonus for that.
That's awesome.
There's
It's-
a single thing.
It's kind of awesome that we made the decision to search, and I got sick, right? And because of that, we decided to go give it another try and delved a little deeper, and actually got some great bonuses for brew out of that, right? Like,
There's a pun, isn't there? Delved a little deeper in the water pool.
with pants, with pants.
Yes.
You don't
When you-
crash.
So that was fun. Welcome back, Bert. Bertie's back just to get told what happened. Oh, bye.
Oh no, this has been happening. That's not him. It's his internet. There we go. He's
Oh, there he is. Hi, Bert.
Right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it was.
All right, guys.
Enjoy
My
your
internet's rubbish.
All right.
Yeah, you guys have a great night. I gotta run. Thanks again. That was fun.
Night.
Very fun. Looking
Ver-
forward to the next
dinner.
one.
Welcome.
Well played, Miranda. Good job. Little sneaky rune
That's-
unblocker, you.
Thankfully, one of you saw the explosion because that's quite a lot of damage there.
Oh,
Well, I say 2d6 isn't that much.
It could have been enough.
It could have been enough, actually. Yes, I don't think there's. Well, you're all level 2 now, so there's quite a few of you that would survive even the maximum 12 hit points.
Assuming we've not taken any damage from the goblin fight.
Well, yeah, but I kind of expected you to do a long rest after Goblin fight. So,
in the stinky place.
well, not necessarily in the stinky place, but
Oh,
I didn't expect you to do the long rest so early on, and then do it, which of course just gave the goblins more time to get prepared and send out to go to there with the weapon stash and grab the yellow bottle and put it back. And wait some more, and they sat down and had something to eat. And the one looked round the corner and sort of went jabba jabba jabba, and they went jabba 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 jabba, and they all looked around and noticed most of you were asleep. And jabba jabba, and they all decided to have a nap themselves. and then eventually you decided to attack.
Yes.
Goblin bravery is decided by. If we can have a kip now, that's the best. That's the better part of valor.
I'm totally.
Obviously, but you can.
Have you seen Men in Black? I think it's Men in Black 2. The movie where they go in and Kay is in. He's in the post office, And he,
Oh, right, yeah.
and he doesn't have us. So I totally am going to use that sound when I'm doing my role play for voices. Oh
dear.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Nice.